Hey guys, welcome to 3 Mississippi. Sid here. Thanks for clicking on the video. Well, if you can see behind me underneath all these leaves that just fell after the last storm, we've got a lot of trenching that happened over the weekend. And we were running water lines out to the garden, the goat pasture, and the chicken coop. They still need the spigots added in a few places. We did get the lines mostly buried, and we do have the lines working. They do have water, but we don't have spigots at the end of them yet. So that is the next piece of the project. So if you missed that, make sure you check out the video from Tuesday. I'll put a card right here for it that shows all the hard work that was done out here. We hired one of our buddies who's a heavy equipment operator, Nathan, to come out here and do this. And then of course our friend and neighbor Alan, who we adore, came out to lend a hand and some expertise as well. But while we had that heavy equipment here, we also wanted to make a drain, a French drain in front of the shop. So the next day, we set to work on that after he dug the trench. Take a look. So he's digging a trench line for us to put a French drain in along the edge of the shop. We get a lot of rain that comes off of this lip, and it basically makes a giant mud puddle here. So Mike got all of the stuff needed to make a French drain here so that we can kind of push the water off elsewhere and let it drain that way.
I mean, it's still loose.
Yeah.
It's not too thin.
Yeah.
So I was hoping it was so loose because it was a little too thick up here.
I think there's, did you check right here? Because I know this spot is squirrely.
That's because we don't drive on it anymore.
I mean, this spot is pretty deep. Like,
yeah, but that was only 2.5 inches. That's about right.
Oh, then I don't know.
So I'm probably gonna have to buy some gravel, but I do have one little pile I can use.
Okay. So it's the next day, guys. It's Sunday, and we're due to get some rain. And obviously we finished all the trenching, but we didn't finish all the hookups for the spigots for the different water lines. But the French drain that they dug before he left, that he trenched over here, needs to be filled in before the rain hits. So that's what we're working on now. What do you mean?
So what happened was, we're supposed to be trying to clean off this side so the dirt doesn't go back into the trench.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a good idea, it's bad execution. I should have been the one on the tractor, but he couldn't figure out how to explain to me what he wanted. He basically straddled the ditch with the tractor and then tried to drive and pick up this dirt as he went. But this is a hill, a natural hill, and it goes down. So he didn't tilt his bucket down as he went, so some of this is high. And then when we told him to tilt, as he went, he only heard tilt and tilted all the way down and then dug a hole and broke that part of the ditch, which is what Morgan's cleaning out. And I'm trying to even it back out a little bit.
Fair enough.
So, yeah. That one over there was me done.
That oopsie.
His is arguably worse.
Alright, well, that's alright.
I'm learning curve.
Good job. Go team. Alright, back to work.
Holes in the pipe. The sockets are supposed to try to keep roots from growing into it, but it only lasts so long. There's little tiny holes all throughout the pipe. So as the flood water drips down into the gravel, it'll drip into the pipe also. And then it'll follow the pipe down to the low end. So I eyeballed this. We should have used the string line and the level, but the grade is so great on this that I'm sure. Like there's so much grade here that we didn't need to use the string line and the level. But if it was flat, you'd need to make sure that it was draining, right? That one end was lower than the other by ever so much.
Yeah.
In this case, where the whole property's going downhill right here, but it's also going downhill this way and this way. And that's why all the water from here is coming into there.
Yeah.
And all the water that comes off of here, it's kind of, some of it's going that way, some of it's going that way, especially once a rut gets started. Remember how it was last winter in there?
Yeah.
So this is going to divert it all that way. Unless you have that 3-inch ring, then you're going to get water in there. But most of the time, that's not going to get muddy. What's it called?
Someone out there is still gonna tell us we're doing this wrong.
All you gotta say to that is we're doing it.
Maybe it's less like a French drain and more like a French Canadian drain or something. Like it's the off-brand version.
much gravel as you can find. We can roll that down to, at least down to about here.
So Frankie is a surgeon with Kenny, so she was able to get more gravel out of the driveway where we had some kind of loose spots still that were too thick. So she was able to get enough to kind of cover like the driveway here of the shop, where the ditch, where I can find it, there it is, where the ditch, so that we can still pull equipment out and the tractor in and out and not mess up the ditch. So that's what they're doing. We are going to have to get a little bit more gravel to finish the tail ends and kind of top it off. But for the most part, she was able to get enough to do this initial section of it.
Hey, bring your wheels this way. Come forward. Bring your wheels the other way. Go backwards. She still needs a little coaching on which direction to turn the wheels in order to go which direction go backwards.
That's a driving thing though that she's still learning.
What I need to do is I need to get a horse trailer over here and just have her back around the property. Back all over the place.
Trotter skills.
All right, y'all are done.
Cool.
Thank you.
All right, let's go do some churching.
Park it right there.
We did indeed get rain the next day on Monday, so it was really important that we got that finished enough. Obviously, we still have some more gravel that we have to get. We couldn't scoop any more of the extra off of the drive that we did over the summer. So we do need to get another little load of gravel to kind of fill in some of the ends of that French drain to get it really working properly. But luckily, Frankie and Morgan were able to come and help Mike get that finished on Sunday afternoon and get that all squared away. So hopefully the under the shop area will no longer be the muddy mess that it has become during every rainy season. Thanks for watching, guys. We appreciate you. And as always, remember, stay blessed and safety's off.